Hello, everybody. My name is Greg Wertz. I'm also known as Gregory Martinez, and this is my cancer blog. This is the introduction. I'm going to tell you my cancer story. Hopefully, I can get some supporters and get some feedback. Anyway, my name's Greg. I got adenoid cystic carcinoma. It is a cancer of the saliva glands. I had a softball-sized tumor in my face and had to have my maxillary sinus removed. When doing that, they basically removed my cheekbone. They removed the roof of my mouth. They removed all my sinus on the right side of my face. They took my shoulder blade out of my shoulder and put it in my face to rebuild my cheekbone area. They took the muscle out of my back, and that is now the roof of my mouth. They call it a flap. They used the muscle to close the opening in the roof of my mouth, which I guess I'm very blessed for. They said 10 years ago they wouldn't have done the reconstructive surgery. They would have basically left a big hole in my face. So I am blessed that I'm able to sit in front of this camera right now. I'm 40 years old. I was diagnosed in February of 2014, a little over a year ago. I had no symptoms. I had a stuffy nose. I went in, tried to get antibiotics to fix what I thought was a sinus infection, and I tried for 2 months 3 different types of antibiotics. They decided to do a CT scan, and then they found the tumor in my sinus area. I was shocked at the size. It was the size of a softball, and the fact that I had no symptoms really scared me. So, with the size of the cancer, I've had it at least a couple years before I even noticed I had it. They gave it a stage 4. It's really hard to stage my type of cancer. I guess it's a very aggressive form of cancer, so they generally stage it at 4 right away because it's so aggressive. I have done chemotherapy. I have done radiation treatment, which I have completed. Right now I'm just going through the healing process of the major surgery that I had, so it's touch and go from here. I live in Washington right now. I was here when I found out I had cancer. I'm actually originally from Nebraska. I came to Washington to explore business in the gutter and downspout area. In Nebraska, I ran a business hanging gutters and downspouts, rain gutters, on houses. I did that for a couple of years before I came up here. Had some troubles in Nebraska, so I decided to move to Washington and seek out my gutter business here. I went to Yakima for about 6 months first. I did about 120 houses there with a guy named Mike. He hired me. We did a lot of gutter jobs. Very good guy to work for. Yakima is really dry and desolate, real desert-like, and I just wasn't comfortable in the area, so I decided to move to Olympia. I moved to Olympia, Washington, to seek out some gutter work, and about 2 months after I got here, I found out I had cancer. Seattle, Washington, or Washington, University of Washington, this state has got excellent cancer research. They've got excellent programs. They've got excellent treatment options close by, which is the reason I stayed here. All my friends and family are either in Alaska or Nebraska. Me, I'm here alone. I've been fighting this alone. Unfortunately, I had a girlfriend at the beginning of my cancer diagnosis, but through chemotherapy and radiation, she decided that she couldn't handle the cancer or the outcome of what the cancer has done. I am not in remission officially. It's been a year since my surgery, since they took the tumor out. There's been a couple spots they're still looking at. They're not quite sure if it's gone yet. If it's gone, I can start working on my eye. My problem with my eye is when they took out the sinus and the cheekbone, they had to take out the bottom half of my eye socket as well. So my eye doesn't have anywhere to sit on. There's no bone there. They have to fix the eye socket, but they want to use plastic to do that. And if the cancer's there, they can't use plastic because the radiation will basically melt the plastic. So they want to make sure everything's all clear before I get the okay to start fixing my eye. I can see out of my eye, and my eye is still there. It doesn't sit right. It's kind of sunk into the back of my head until I can get that fixed. I have a scan coming up in May 22nd, which is about 3 weeks from now, to see if there's any more cancer or if I'm still in the all clear. I pray for good news. I have had some symptoms the last couple days that are discouraging. I'm hoping it's just a sinus infection, but that's what it was when I found it to begin with. It was a sinus issue and a sinus infection. So I don't know. I'm praying, and hopefully I have good news. The reason I want to do this blog, I guess, is one, I have nothing to do. I sit in my bedroom. I'm healing. I can't work because I'm too sick. I have a lot of extra time, and I don't want to do nothing. So I figured doing this vlog is just one way I could occupy my time and get some supporters out there, and who knows, maybe make some good long-lasting friendships, and I could help you, you could help me type situations. That would be great. One thing I've learned with cancer is I can't not be doing something. If I'm sitting there and I'm stuck in my head, that's the worst thing that can be going on. I don't like to be stuck in my thoughts. It wasn't until about 4 months ago that I was actually able to get up and get out of bed and start doing things. But since then, I've started martial arts to get my exercise back up, to get my health going again, to get my weight back. I lost so much weight from the surgery. I had a trach, I couldn't eat, I had a feeding tube. A lot has happened in the last year, and I've actually have made it through pretty good. I always try to keep positive attitude, keep smiling. That's why I keep myself busy, because those days where I have too much time and I get in my own head, then, well, those are bad days. I end up getting really emotional. I end up thinking about things I don't really want to think about. I like to smile. I like to stay positive. I like to be optimistic. I like to keep on the positive end of things. Yeah, I got cancer, but to me, that's not a death sentence. It means I have an obstacle in life that I'm going to get through. I'm going to tackle this problem. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, and I'm going to stay strong and positive until I do win. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit about me. This is just going to be an introduction blog, let you know who I am. I wouldn't mind getting some followers out there. I'll try to get some videos out there at least once a week, updates. I want to use this blog to talk about some subjects, some things that I'm interested in. Maybe I can get other people interested in. I am a big MMJ advocate. I believe in medical marijuana. I use medical marijuana. It's helped me in many, many ways. I've been recently thinking about changing my medical marijuana treatment. Instead of smoking it, ingesting the oil. I guess there's been a lot of positive research and positive outcome with cancer patients and ingesting the hemp oil. And hey, that's just one more thing in my arsenal I can attempt to use to help beat this. I know some people think smoking pot makes you a bad guy. Well, I'm a good Christian person. I believe in God. I have a very strong spirit, and me smoking pot doesn't change that. Saying I'm a bad guy because I smoke pot's like saying this person's a good guy because he goes to church. It doesn't make any sense. Just because you go to church doesn't mean you're a good guy. Just because I smoke pot doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. And it means that I care about my life and I'm searching every single possibility out there. But anyway, I like to thank anybody that's going to watch this and listen, and I'll see if I can't gather up some interests of mine and have some topics to talk about, some things to talk about. But until then, my name is Gregory Wirtz, also known as Gregory Martinez. This is my cancer blog, and I hope to see a bunch of you subscribing and joining up. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.